Hey there, Michelle. How's it going today? How are you?
Hey, Lindsay. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Ready to get into today's topic?
I am.
Yeah. You went to a liberal arts college, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in colleges like that, often you end up taking a lot of prerequisites, right?
Yep.
What is a prerequisite?
Prereqs are courses that you need to take in order to get to the next course. Or then there are also core courses, right? You have to take, you have to take even if you're not going to be studying math, you might have to take a math course, or you might have to take an English course just for on writing papers or something like that. I had to take a biology course, which I was not happy about.
Me neither. I struggled a lot with bio. I hated bio. Well, Bio 101, my freshman year in college, was quite challenging. But these are often these are often 101s, right? 101.
Right.
And why not 102s? Why not 100s? Some colleges probably have that.
Some are 100. Yeah, I think they have it, but it's just interesting how, we use 101 specifically. So guys, we're hinting at what we're teaching today. We're going to teach a fun way to say something is considered the basics of a certain skill or idea. Introductory. Yes, exactly. So it's the construction we're working with today it's blank 101.
Yeah, and this is really expanded out to the rest of the culture beyond just your college catalog of courses.
Yes.
Right? It's so many things. And so if you've ever heard someone say it's I Makeup 101 and wondered what the heck are they talking about?
You're right. It sounds like what?
Today. It's Dog Training 101, right? You're going to know today. So this is what we're getting into. But first, guys, don't forget, if you want the best possible listening experience for All Ears English, that happens inside our iOS or Android app. And the reason for that is we provide full transcripts that have been fully checked and proved by human beings, right? Not just by AI, but actual humans have gone in there, made sure everything is correct. We also have an opportunity for you to tap on key vocabulary words, the words we believe will make you fluent, bring you to the B2, C1 level. You could save those words in your personal power list and practice them. So you can keep track of all the vocab words you're learning at All Ears English and come back to it every morning before you start the next episode.
That's right.
So,
exactly.
Michelle, where can you go to get the app?
allearsenglish.com/app.
Exactly. Very straightforward.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Lindsay, is that something you would say, or do you hear that as something 101?
Training 101. Yeah, 100%. I think I absolutely say this, and I enjoy saying it too. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
Right, exactly. And again, so in education, this is an introductory level course. It's Bio 101. But using that same idea, as Lindsay mentioned, we use it a lot just outside of education to mean that something is basic knowledge about a topic.
Yes, basic knowledge. You're going to get the foundational, fundamental information, and then maybe you're going to build on top of that later. But these are the basics that you need to know. Right?
Yes, exactly. So you said that example. This is I Makeup 101.
Oh, man, I feel like I need a Makeup 101 course.
Me too.
Sure,
I got no idea.
So
not a priority. Not a priority.
I need cooking 101 for sure. Baking 101. Here's another example. You should know how to do this. It's bread baking 101. Right? So here we're saying you should know this. This is something you should have learned earlier in life. It's easy.
Right, exactly. Or, okay, this is computer skills 101. I can definitely handle this. So, I'm just saying, okay, this is just the basics. I got this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Really interesting and fun way just to say that something should be or is really simple. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, this can be used to say you can easily understand a skill or idea because it's basic. Or it can be used to tease someone or to say something is easy.
Yes.
Like, come on, this is bread baking 101, or this is, this is babysitting 101.
Parallel parking 101.
That's a hard one for me. Yeah.
Do you know they have cars now that will actually fancy cars where you can set up programming, you could set a setting that says parallel park my car. Did you know you could do that in some cars now?
Really?
It's so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Where you just you line it up and then you press the button and you don't touch, it just parks it for you.
Are you
Isn't that wild?
serious?
Yeah.
That is, I would love if I had the money for something like that. That's
No,
I would.
I'll never have that. I'll never have a car like that. But like, that's one of the things I worry. Are we going to forget how to parallel park? Right? Because if we have,
Well, I don't even know. I do forget how to parallel. I mean, like I'm not a good anyway, so I might as well let a machine do it.
Did you have to parallel park in your driving test when you were 16?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I remember with my dad learning with the cones and
Yep. Okay. Anyways, side point. So
yes. But yeah, I think this is really fun and kind of a zippy sounding expression. But again, you got to be careful with it because you don't want to use it to insult anyone, right? So teasing is okay with someone you know, and we've talked about that kind of relationship before. And you know, when you like we spend a lot of time talking about this actually, you know, oh, this is okay to use with this person, not with this person. This should be a relationship. Yeah. You know, always consider, you know, if somebody doesn't get something and you're saying this is something 101, it's teasing. And just think about your relationship.
Exactly. Or think about like what level of competence should they have in this thing? Right.
Yeah.
Because if they actually should have more competence, you're probably not going to say that. If they know they're not a good cook, you know they're not a good cook, you know, maybe it's okay. Right. No one cares. Yeah.
Exactly. So let's do a couple short role plays to show how this might show up in a conversation.
All right. You don't know how to do a French braid?
No clue.
Come on, Michelle. That's like hairstyling 101.
Ha ha.
I would not know how to do that.
I don't know how to do a French braid.
All of these things we don't know how to do.
Yes, exactly. Or, okay, so put the paper on this end.
That end?
Lindsay, that's like office equipment 101.
Oh, I know. See, maybe I know that I should know. Often we know we should know something, but we don't.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or here's another one. Oh, no. I used a red onion instead of a purple one.
Uh-oh.
Ugh, I can't believe I did that. That's cooking 101. So
that I would not know either. When you're supposed to use a red onion and a purple
exactly.
one,
I'm just like
a white one. Yeah.
But yeah, so you can use it to be self-deprecating or you know, kind of tease yourself. So very versatile here and fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Just saying to yourself, oh, I should have known this. I'm so silly.
Yeah.
A lot of people have that personality to tease themselves first before anyone else does. Why not?
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Hey, quick question. Do you want to feel more confident when you speak English? If so, we made a free guide for you. It'll help you avoid those common mistakes and start speaking more naturally in real conversations. Go grab it in the description below. And if this is helpful for you, make sure that you like and subscribe. We're here 5 times a week to help you connect in English.
All right. So, Michelle, there are other things you might say like the basics, right? Or it's basic something. That's Christmas shopping basics.
Right.
That's fine, right? That's fine.
Right. Or that's basic math.
Mm-hmm. Or that's beginner or entry level. That's beginner level knife skills. Come on. Right?
Or that's entry level people skills.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
And entry level, just whereas the 101 comes from academia, entry level comes from the corporate world, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but again, it can be applied to the kitchen or dog training or whatever. Whatever it is, carpentry or something, right?
Yeah. I mean, Lindsay, what is something in your life that you feel is basic to you, but not to everyone else? And on the flip side, what about the opposite? Something you don't find as easy that others might.
I thought you were going to ask me about the opposite first. Yeah. Well, through this episode, I've realized all these things are very advanced for me, like knife skills, onions, purple versus red versus white. Skiing, I guess we could say. I've been skiing since I was 3, and it's like a muscle memory for me at this point. And I tried teaching someone to ski a few years ago, and it was very bad. I realized just because you're good at something doesn't mean you teach it well.
Interesting.
I was just like, it was our friend Emily, and I kept saying like, just turn. And like, you can't just say just turn on skis to an adult learner. Learning to ski as an adult is like one of the scariest things you can do, by the way.
I bet. I don't know if I'll ever
terrifying.
go skiing, honestly. Lindsay. I don't know.
So she ended up, in the lodge just drinking Bloody Marys, and I felt bad. I was like, I should never teach skiing, So what about you, Michelle? What is something that is really basic to you? Is 101
that
to
is
you,
basic to me.
Yeah.
I can think of the things that are not basic to me, but something that is really something that is like stuff like public speaking. I mean, I feel like those things are like pretty natural to me. But not like everybody feels comfortable with that, of course.
Good example.
But something that on the other end, I mean, hairstyling. I mean, I see these girls like, I have an almost 4-year-old daughter, and I say
you're
like,
gonna have to learn hair braiding soon.
Yeah, and so I've started. She's finally let me start doing some braids in her hair. Yeah. But they're really at the bottom of the barrel of quality, and but it's funny just because I see then pictures. This teacher send pictures every day, and I see all these little girls with their beautiful hairstyles, and mine is like, oh God. Yeah, so hairstyling, makeup, fashion, design, these are not
stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to learn more, but
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat when it comes to makeup application. Certainly hair, anything. I just let it go. I mean, yeah. These are key skills I feel like I kind of missed at some point in life, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Right.
We have other strengths.
And this is connection. Look how much we're connecting today, right? This is a good example for our listeners to talk about. Usually this comes out more in the context of a moment, right? But there could be a conversation our listeners could have with a native speaker or a friend around what are the things you feel like you should know by this point in life that you don't know yet, or you don't understand, or you don't have those skills. That's really fun to talk about, because it makes you feel less bad when the other person shares something that seems basic to you. Right.
It's definitely like you're connecting over your vulnerability, over like, I don't know, teasing yourself a little bit. I always feel like you should have a good sense of humor about yourself and be able to tease yourself.
Please. Yes. And look at this, Michelle. Our role play is all about parallel parking. Shocking.
Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot.
I didn't realize it, but it is. So here we go. All right. So here I'm teaching you how to parallel park. All right. This is something that, because we get our license at 16, we do our driving test. Most driving tests in the US do require parallel parking. At least it did back when I took the test. Maybe it's changed now. But city parking is parallel parking, right? Yeah. So we should know how to do it.
Here we go.
I can't believe you never got comfortable parallel parking.
I know, Lindsay. I just hate it.
But that's like driving 101.
But it's hard. I only really did it with traffic cones.
Traffic cones?
Yeah, when learning to drive with my dad, we used traffic cones for parking.
I've never heard of that.
Never? Lindsay, that's entry-level driving lesson knowledge.
Well, here's a good question. Like, do you think driving standard transmission is 101, is driving 101 now? I mean, this is debatable because like a stick shift. A lot of cars in the US don't come in standard, but you still could end up in an emergency where you have to drive a car that's a stick shift.
And I don't know how to do that. Didn't you say your dad said?
Yeah, my dad. I mean, I've always had stick shifts, the cars that I've owned. And then my dad always said that like you have to learn in case there's an emergency and you have to hop in a car and it's a stick shift.
I mean, that's a good point. So wait, so the car you have now is stick shift too?
No, the car that I share with my partner is standard. It's an SUV. But the cars I've owned personally, like my 16-year-old car, like the Honda I had, those were stick shifts, but they're disappearing. So maybe it's no longer driving 101. I don't know.
I feel like I never hear about people using them, but I don't know. Maybe a lot of people do.
I don't know. Still, maybe it's more like just sports cars. If you go to Europe, for sure, we rented a car in Slovenia, and it was, I can't remember if there were only stick shifts or if they were much cheaper to get the stick shift. I think that's what it was. To get the stick shift was much cheaper, so you could save money. So I always end up driving when we travel.
That's funny.
Anyways, let's go back through this. I said, I can't believe you never got comfortable parallel parking. And you said, I know, I just hate it. And I said, but Michelle, it's like driving 101.
Right. It's like the basics. It's like everybody learns this, right? And then I said, when learning to drive with my dad, we used traffic cones for parking. I mean, I think that's pretty common, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
But still, so then you said, I've never heard of that. So then I was teasing you because that's pretty traditional, right? So I said, never? Lindsay, that's entry level driving lesson knowledge. So I'm giving it back to you. You tease me, I'm going to tease you right back.
I love that. Yeah, but I never use, I guess it's better though. If you're learning to parallel park, if you're teaching a 16-year-old how to parallel park, it's better to use cones than to go to a real street in the city.
Yeah.
And
you always go in like I remember we went to the high school parking lot with the cones. Good memories though.
Oh yeah. Yep. I have those memories too. Oh, so fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, good topic today, Michelle. I mean, I feel like this could open a lot of connection moments for our listeners. Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really big actually, because you could say so much about what you know, what you don't know, like the holes that you feel that are in your knowledge.
Yes.
You can say what you think people should know. There's just so much here.
There's so much. You can make fun of yourself. There's a lot here. This is a very rich episode. Guys, going over to 2577, can versus can't, 3 pronunciation tips. Very important sticking point for a lot of our listeners, recognizing the difference. When is someone saying can and when is someone saying can't? Because we really have to know, Michelle.
It's very important. Yep, exactly. So check that one out today. And I guess we did the takeaway already.
We did. That's a takeaway. I mean, maybe listen again, guys. Think about all the ways you might start to incorporate this. And in the end, I think that being a little bit self-deprecating can lead to connection. Because like you said earlier, Michelle, it shows vulnerabilities in yourself. People may not have the same vulnerabilities, but they have their own. They may be great with knife skills, but they really struggle with putting on makeup, right? And connect over those differences.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like I have a lot of conversations like this. It's just like,
me too.
I'm so terrible at this, which is not great. But with friends, it can bring about connection. I mean, you're not taking yourself too seriously, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's connection right there. All right, Michelle, you have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you very soon.
All right, bye, Lindsay. Bye, guys.